Girls Inc. of the Valley recently launched their new initiative, Project Red, with the mission to provide girls with essential menstrual hygiene products. They found that many girls relied on school and after-school programs for these supplies, but with the COVID-19 forcing schools to close, it's been challenging for them to get access to these products. High school student Maya Senquiz, who's been a part of Girls Inc. for the past 4 years, spoke with Zydalis Bauer about the new initiative and how the organization has helped her.
Project Red was a project that we decided to, as Girls Inc., decided to kind of go along because we saw the need. And our goal was to supply 500 girls with 2 months supply of menstrual products and personal hygiene products. And we planned on doing it, getting out it to 500 girls for the 2 month supply, and then doing it again a few months later to give them another 2 month supply.
Talk to me about how this idea came about and why it was so important.
The reason it came about was obviously because of the whole coronavirus thing that was going on. We noticed that there was a large need in our girls who needed them, and knowing that this is something that all women go through, we decided it was something that we wanted to focus on. We know that, especially in Springfield, we put out a survey saying, oh, who needs this supply? And it's with schools closing and after school programs closing, they said that that's where they usually got their products from, and that since those were closing, they needed somewhere else to get it, and they were having a little trouble with accessing those supplies. So we decided we wanted to help them out, give them a little something to get them along during this quarantine process.
That's really interesting because when you think about school, usually you just think about learning. You don't really realize how many resources that schools offer beyond learning.
I think it's something that in our society, we don't really want to talk about. If schools for learning, we don't talk about what it takes for a female to go to school, like the products they need. So it really brought some perspective into it.
As a committee member for Project Red, what has your role been?
For me, it was more of part of the planning, getting the budget done, and then I was also part of the distribution team, so getting that out there and meeting the girls and handing it to them.
So speaking about the distribution team, I know that on May 28th, which was Menstrual Hygiene Day, you guys had a supply drive, and then recently on June 17th, you had the first distribution. Talk to me about how each of those days went.
So on the supply drive, we got more support than we thought we were going to get. We had to have like multiple meetings just to talk about it because we got so many donations and supplies. We were like, I think we exceeded our goal. Are we going to do even more than what we decided we were going to do? So that was great. It was a whole success. And then when we finally had the distribution day, two days ago and yesterday, it went well. There was a lot of girls who were really surprised that this was something that we really thought about, since it's not something that's talked about often, and that we actually were thinking about this topic at all. This is not something that people were talking about during this whole quarantine thing.
And who is eligible for these items? Is it just Girls Inc. girls?
No, it's not just Girls Inc. girls. We had a very long discussion on who we thought should be eligible to get these products, and we decided that it's just a need that all females have. We can't really discriminate on who needs them. So if someone comes up to us who is a female who says, this is how many girls we have in our household, we need supplies for each of them, we will give them each a supply for each girl in their household so that everyone has one, not just Eureka girls.
Now, beyond Project Red, Girls Inc. supports the community and young girls in many other ways. So can you talk to me about some of the other ways that Girls Inc. has been helping out young girls and women during this time?
For Girls Inc. girls and people in the community, they sent out like check-ins and, social get-togethers, and they planned all of those so that we are still connected with our fellow Eureka girls, people in the community who we can't see because of quarantine anymore. We obviously have Project Red that's going on now. They helped with discussions going on with recent topics and kind of analyzing how we feel about it and just giving a platform for people to talk about it.
Now, you've been part of Girls Inc. for 4 years now. Talk to me about your experience and what the organization has done for you.
It was the best decision I could have made when I started, and I don't regret being here. 4 years, I've changed a lot, and Girls Inc. has been a very crucial part of that. They've helped me with discovering who I am, what I would want to do in the future. They have that support system in there for me so that I feel comfortable in going to them if I need help for either college, school, grades, classes. Even during quarantine now, I could reach out to them and they'll find any way to help me no matter what it is. And it's something that I really value, especially during this time.
You mentioned Eureka a little bit earlier, so can you talk to me about what that program is?
So Eureka Girls Inc. program is a around 4-week program during the summer where it's STEM related, and you get to, it starts in 7th grade, and you go to different workshops in colleges, like UMass Amherst, and they help you with kind of getting that hands-on experience to see what you really want to do if you're interested in the STEM field.
Before the Eureka program, did you already know what you wanted or have an idea of what you wanted to do in the future with STEM?
I didn't. At the time, I wanted to focus on STEM. It was something that I found really interesting, but I never really knew where I fit in. And Girls Inc. kind of helped me figure out what I liked inside the STEM field. And I figured out that I really like anything that has to do with neurology. And I don't think I would have figured that out if I was not at Girls Inc.
How important do you think it is for Girls Inc. to support young girls, especially during these times that we're going through? We're going through a pandemic. There's a lot of social injustice issues that are coming to light right now. How important is it for Girls Inc. to still be and continue to be available?
I think it's really important. I think with all the topics that are going on that are really important, we also need to focus on how it's affecting girls and women. And it's not something that many people are taking on, and I really value that Girls Inc. is taking that step and stepping up to that plate.
If the community wants to help with Project Red or anything else with Girls Inc., is that still a possibility to do so?
Yes, it is. If you go onto any of our social media pages, just search up Girls Inc. of the Valley, you can figure out a little more on how you can still donate. We're also going to do, as I said before, another 2-month supply later on. So we're still looking for donations, and we even talked about continuing this even after quarantine because we realized that this is not just a shortage that we're seeing during quarantine. It's something that's been going on for a while.
If there are some young women that are in need of these essential items, what's the best way for them to reach out to you or to get to know more about the distribution dates that will be coming up?
Good question. We have all our contact information online. If you need it, it's going to be there. Any more questions, feel free to just go to our page. We have the information all on our social media. The dates are going to be on there too. We're sharing it all over, so